Part 2. Verdant Wind. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Alliance army successfully rendezvous with Judith in Aelel. With the addition of House Daphnel's forces, the time has come to invade Empire territory.
Preparations are complete. Now it's a game of patience. As they say, good things come to those who wait.
Care to elaborate on this plan of yours, Claude? Can we really do this without battling my father?
Pretty soon, Count Gloucester will need to gather his troops in the northern part of his territory.
Against the kingdom?
The kingdom has experienced constant infighting since the coup. They're out of the picture for now.
The combined forces of the Regan and Daphnel houses will threaten the northern part of the Gloucester territory. Nardell, that retainer I mentioned, is going to draw their attention.
We'll take that opportunity to make our way through Gloucester territory and launch a surprise attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin.
And are you not concerned about the possibility that I may tip off my father?
The future of the Alliance rests on this battle. I'm certain you won't betray us.
I will ensure our success.
I know
Okay.
you will. If we can win this fight, then our next goal will be to topple Enbar, the Imperial Capital. I said before that my plan was to meddle with the Empire, but I'm gonna do you one better. We are going to defeat the Empire, once and for all. But to
Okay.
do that, we can't afford to slip up here. Bear that in mind and prepare yourselves for the coming battle.
There will be a hymn, of course.
You
Okay.
look like a cat that's been sprayed with water. What? You don't think I should sing the high notes?
Okay.
Music speaks to the heart.
We are exploring the monastery. Bing, 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 bong, bing, bing, bong, bing, 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 bong.
It looks like
Hello.
people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I
Good.
guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Saros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again.
Cool. What's the quest? 2.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Could you do me a favor?
Could you do me a favor?
Thanks so much. You're a
No
sweetheart.
problem. Head to battle. Yeah, we'll do that some other time. Hello, Marianne.
Legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Aelel. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true?
Oh, wow. It's likely.
I think so too. I don't know if the goddess really destroyed the valley out of anger, but there are still so many things we don't understand in this world.
Wow. Shamir, would you
5
like
years
tea?
ago, when the Imperial army attacked Garreg-Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphnel's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
Cool, would you like tea? Come on, Shamir. Alright, let's do something else. There's something
I
about
don't
him.
know where he recruited that man, but Claude's got an eye for great talent. I'm talking about his retainer, Nardell.
When are we going to meet him, huh?
I've only spoken with him briefly, but he seems to have a fair amount of both brains and brawn, with the skills to match. But there's something about him I can't quite place. Like I've somehow heard of him before.
Well, until I see him, I can't tell you. There is one note. Oh, okay, hello. Someone I care about has been working so hard, I'm worried they might collapse from exhaustion. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, oh, you're worried about me. Hope so. Nice.
I'd like to confirm something with you.
Okay. Fishing is what truly calms me, but it is time consuming. What do you think I should do when a visit to the pond is too inconvenient? I don't know. Maybe maybe write a story.
That seems reasonable.
Who knows how many points I would have got. Hey, B+. Oh, I didn't read it. I think it just said more activity points. Hey, we got Ignaz's birthday. Yeah, let's host a tea party. Why not? Nice tea time.
Thank you for the delicious tea. I'd be happy to join you again whenever you like.
Right, let's take care of business.
Our quarrel wasn't personal.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
No problem. Alright, let's explore then to bring up motivation. Hello, what do you sell? You sound chipper for someone called, you know, the Dark Merchant. Okay. And a note. Every day is filled with nothing but the harshness of war. My only solace is eating sweets. Is that childish for me? Who cares? You should eat them proudly. Aw, come on. It's Shamir's birthday. Let's host a tea party.
The Sword of the Creator. It's an interesting relic.
Nod.
Yes.
Perfect tea time, baby. You know what happens now. Hello.
That was delicious. Thank you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
Thank you, Shamir. Very cool. Now we're holding a seminar on the Claude Gang. Claude Gang.
The Great Bridge of Myrddin is in sight. Beyond it, the Empire.
How unsettling. There are bridges in the southern part of Ordelia territory, but nothing like this.
It's the most strategic location in that area to move a large army across the Aramid River. The Empire will want to hold on to it at all costs, so expect tough defenses.
Let's finish this quickly.
You're right. The enemy's guard should be down, so let's end this quickly before they have a chance to retaliate.
You're in command, Teach. Do whatever it takes to win. Well, other than sacrificing the lives of our allies for the sake of victory, try to avoid that.
Thanks, Claude.
Let's get moving. We're counting on you, my friend.
No worries.
Sight set on the Imperial Capital, the Alliance Army chooses to march through the territory of House Gloucester, supporters of the Empire. Under the command of Nardell, the retainer of House Regan, the defensive forces of Houses Regan and Daphnel draw out the Gloucester troops. Thus, the Alliance Army can continue its march toward the Great Bridge of Myrddin and cross the Aramid River, which separates the Alliance and the Empire.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid. Stay calm and face them head on. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately. If we're quick, we might be able to pull off a pincer attack.
No.
They say the enemy general, Ladislava, is among Edelgard's most trusted. Let's see what she's got. Our goal is to take down Ladislava and gain control of the bridge. Let's go.
Okay, you heard him. Let's do this. Hey.
Acheron, now's the time to show your loyalty to the Empire. Attack the enemy from behind.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinguished service.
Acheron the Weathervane. He's of the Alliance. He's a minor noble who holds territory to the north of Myrddin. If he's gonna support the Empire, no need to hold back. He's nothing but a nuisance, even to the Alliance.
Oh, that's gonna feel bad. Watch this. Oh, and again. Got it. Nice one, Lorenz.
Retreat, Ladislava. Tell Her Majesty about this.
No.
We've already sent a messenger. I can't let you die while I flee.
In that case, please, even if I die, you must protect this area. I can still fight.
Boo-hoo. Go on, Hilda. 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 Got him.
Lady Edelgard. I'm sorry.
That's what you get. Nice. Warrior Hilda.
I'm glad we defeated them here. I doubt they're an enemy we could win against twice.
Nope. Well, hey, at least we did it in 8 turns. Lorenz was the MVP. Nice.
Well done, everyone. The Great Bridge of Myrddin is ours.
I was prepared for bloodshed, but that was more than expected. I guess I'm still not used to this.
Yeah.
Even our enemies were fighting for their own cause. They held out without fleeing until the bitter end.
You don't have to get used to it.
That is true. I wouldn't want to become the type of person who feels nothing when someone dies.
Now it's on me to return to Alliance territory and convince those lords to join us.
Exactly.
Lords, would you return home for the time being and lay the groundwork with your father?
Fine. After all, this is for the Alliance. Or rather, for all of Fodlan.
For those of you who live in Alliance territories, I ask that you return to your houses and spread the word about the current situation. Until we finish our preparations, Judith and the Knights will do everything in their power to defend the Great Bridge.
That's a casual way to dole out such a deadly mission, boy.
Do you object?
Just who do you think I am? I won't let the Empire pass this way, even if it costs me my life.
It better
Too
not.
bad you're not allowed to die. Fight like your life depends on it, but flee if you're ever truly in danger.
A tall order, as always. I'll use my best discretion, Claude.
We have no objections either. Go forth and secure us a sufficiently powerful army.
I'll stay here too. The only ones I'd be going home to are my little sis and my grandpa.
Are you sure you don't want to see your sister? It may be a while before you can return home again.
But if I see her, I may not want to come back. So I'll wait till I'm done here.
Fair enough. No. What about me?
Actually, I'd like for you to come with me, Teach, to help negotiate with the Lords. They're followers of the Church of Seros, after all. It'll make things easier if we have someone there to speak on Rhea's behalf. All right, everyone. Let's meet back at the monastery next month. Good luck out there.
Is that you, kiddo?
I have returned, Nardell.
Oh, Master Claude, it's you. I mistook you for one of the local children. My apologies.
It seems you have adjusted to your work here. Our recent strategy was successful, thanks to you.
I was a bit concerned when House Goneril's army intervened from the east.
Count Gloucester must have requested reinforcements from them.
Yes, and they have that young general who won some acclaim from his battles in Almyra. Regardless, they showed no signs of seriously wishing to attack us, and merely fulfilled their obligations to House Gloucester. Now then, who is this handsome fella?
Me?
This is my professor, who I asked to join me at the Roundtable Conference. Teach, this is Nardell, that retainer Judith was talking about.
Oh yeah. Nice to meet you.
How polite. I've heard good things about you from Master Claude.
As you can see, he wasn't born in Fodlan. Still, trust me when I say he is highly capable.
True! In fact, my capability is my only redeeming quality. I hope you'll continue to look after Master Claude, Professor.
No problem.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Alliance army invades the Imperial territories. In response, the Imperial army garrisons soldiers at Fort Mercius.
All of that went about as well as it could have. Each lord has agreed to provide us with soldiers and supplies.
I'm impressed you were able to convince all of those scattered nobles to help us. I thought they would quarrel about how much support they should each provide. That's what they usually do.
Well, Count Gloucester took the initiative in taking on responsibilities. I presume that was because you spoke with him in advance, Lawrence.
I merely explained the situation at hand. Then my father simply followed your lead, Claude.
Cool.
It was because you had the professor there to represent Lady Rhea. My father is a pious follower of the Church of Seros.
I don't doubt it. I wasn't under the delusion that it was my personal charm that unified everyone. Thanks for that, by the way. I hope you don't feel like I used you, because I sort of used you.
Don't mention it.
I appreciate that. We don't have time to be picky about our methods. But be honest, you're having a hard time adjusting to your new role, aren't you? You weren't even a follower of Seros to begin with, and somehow you've ended up as a representative of the Church. I realize that you might feel guilty about deceiving the believers for our cause. But this is just what the Archbishop wanted, and she's the highest authority in the Church. Besides, as wielder of the Sword of the Creator, it's undeniable that you're special. I think you should be more confident in yourself and use your position to the fullest.
I have news.
Cool.
Our enemy is gathering troops at Fort Mercius. Their army is immense, likely led by a renowned general, or perhaps even...
Edelgard?
Well now, that would be interesting. If we can defeat the Emperor, then the Empire will collapse.
There's something else. An unidentified army has approached the Great Bridge of Myrddin. They passed through the Daphne and Gloucester territories from the northwest with incredible speed. They're raising the banner of House Blathid. Perhaps they are the remnants of the Fargus royal family. From what we could tell, they posed no threat to the citizens of the Alliance, and so we refrained from engaging them in needless combat.
Maybe they hope to fight against the Empire to avenge their fallen prince. And what about the bridge itself?
Obviously, we wouldn't let them pass without receiving envoys first. We thought they may try to force their way through. We considered firing warning arrows, but they left immediately, heading east.
Are they intending to use one of the bridges in Ordelia territory?
Most likely. But the Imperial Army still controls those bridges. I can't imagine what they intend to do in the Empire, even if they do manage to break through.
I'm reluctant to ease up on our surveillance, but it would be difficult to track them there. For now, let's assume they're just troops belonging to the Old Kingdom. In any case, we should proceed with caution. Soon we'll be entering Empire territory ourselves. If our enemies are going to intercept us with an attack, it will probably be at Gronder Field. How fitting that it was the site of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion 5 years ago.
Okay, let's do this. Exploring time. Ding ding ding. Who's around? Yee. Hello, sir.
Hey, I could use
Of course. Find the herb. I bet I already have it. No, I don't. Alright, never mind. Hello, Hilda.
Claude was saying that our next battle might be in Gronder Field. Is that right? Reminds me of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But of course, that was a very different time.
Yes.
When it was over, all 3 class heads complimented each other on their bravery. And then we had a party. But we can never go back to that, can we?
Nah.
Excuse me, could you
Yes.
do me a favor?
Herb. Deliver the requested resources.
Thanks so much. You're
No
a sweetheart.
problem. Okay, now what? Report to the requester. Let's do it.
Thanks.
Hello.
I'm glad I
Yes.
asked you.
No problem. Alright, that's cool. What next? Hello.
I heard that some unidentified troops have appeared, but apparently they were flying the flag of the Fargus royal family. Do you think it was Dimitri's ghost?
No.
This country was taken before he ever wore the crown. Surely he must regret that.
Who knows? There is one note. I have a burning ambition, but making it come true would mean betraying my parents' wishes. I'm not courageous enough to persuade them. What should I do? And nothing will change unless you're honest with them. That's right, baby. Hello.
I trust you and Claude, but I feel uneasy.
Oh yeah.
If we lose in the next battle, the Empire's army will likely come surging into Alliance territory.
No.
If that happens, my parents won't escape unharmed. They've raised their anti-Imperial flag after all.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you, Professor. I'll fight with all I've got to. Speaking with you has eased my mind a bit. Just enough, in fact, to put me in the mood for sweets.
Nice. Alright, looks like it's real battle hours. We got Claude Palaluge and some rooting bandits on the coast. Let's just do it.
Very interesting.
What is interesting, Claude?
Oh, Teach. How long have you been there? Don't sneak up on me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Anyway, I'm reading the official biography of the Four Saints, as sanctioned by the Church. I know you're not very familiar with the teachings of Seros, but even you must have read it at least once.
I don't think so.
Tell me again, how exactly did you manage to get a job teaching at an academy run by the Church? Well, whether you've read the biography or not, the Four Saints must at least ring a bell, right? Well then, I've got a little quiz for you. Name the Four Saints, companions of the great Saint Seros. I'll give you a hint. There was Keyhole, Sethline, Indek, and...
Oh, come on.
Who was the fourth one again?
I think it's this one. It's something like that anyway.
Correct. I was hoping you'd know that much, at least.
Hell yeah.
In any case, you can learn some interesting things reading about the life and times of Saint Macuil. For instance, he was more skilled with his hands than his fellow saints, and even became an accomplished blacksmith. He used his skills to forge countless sacred weapons for the army of Seros. Of course, he didn't just forge the weapons, he also used them in battle himself. Legends say his strength was second only to Seros.
Wow.
It's even said that he played a big role in the Battle of Tailtean, where Seros fought Nemesis, the King of Liberation, who became the King of Evil. Macuil lost his life in that battle, and now his body rests in a coffin within the Holy Mausoleum. Or so one story goes. Another legend says he set off on a journey to find a new land. That he left Fodlan from the east, crossed the sea, and vanished. He must have left Alliance territory, but where exactly would he have set sail from, I wonder? Thinking about it reminds me of another interesting story concerning the Srang region. The peninsula is attached to the mainland of Fodlan and extends from the northeastern part of Kingdom territory. If you were to set sail from Margrave Edmund's territory, you could cut across a stretch of sea and land there. And it just so happens that in the Srang region, there are ruins built to worship a sacred beast that appeared from across the sea. If the ruins have something to do with Saint Macuil, there could be sacred weapons there. So, have I piqued your interest, or what?
Maybe a little.
You always have to play it cool, don't you? Just think of how useful it would be to have weapons like that. Not to mention that the peninsula would be pretty easy to get to about now, seeing as how Alliance territory has settled down a bit. We'd be there and back in no time. No one would even notice we were gone. Come on, Teach. Let's go to the Srang region.
Okay, if you say so.
I always see it through once I set my mind on something. Let's make the necessary preparations before I die of curiosity. There are the ruins. It looks like we're not going to have the luxury of an excavation.
Okay.
I bet those are the watchmen of the ruins, and that they've been ordered to keep out intruders. And that big beast? I hear they call it the Wind Caller.
Whoa.
Only by defeating me can you claim the secret treasure.
Ah, it speaks! What is it?
Well, let's fight this.
Huh?
No.
Who are you? Just here for a bit of treasure. Don't attack me.
Someone got here first. Must be a band of looters. We can't let them get the treasure. Guess their luck's about to run out.
Fair enough, let's play the game.
to stand before me. How long has it been? Hundreds of years? Thousands?
Who knows?
The stink of Sothis upon you. Let us find out whether you share power.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Maybe I should have been paying attention before I did that attack.
I smell those detestable 10 elites. Who are you?
Yo mama.
I'm the grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
I am your family's enemy. If you carry the blood of the 10 elites, you cannot be permitted to live.
Oh.
What do you mean by that? And what's that crest on your forehead?
No more talk. If you wish to survive, you must destroy me.
Good time for a secret.
Can't argue with that.
What's my strategy?
And finish him off. Got he. Level 46. Level 30.
It stopped moving. Is it dead?
Doesn't look like it.
No. It seems it's just sleeping. I thought we were supposed to be given the treasure, but... forget it. I'll just have a look around there. What about this thing? Huh. I'll think about it later.
Okay. There's only 7 turns. And of course Byleth was the MVP.
Thanks for all your hard work, Teach. Sorry for dragging you along with me. I had no idea it would turn into a fight. But hey, at least we got some treasure out of it. I'll leave this in your capable hands. Do with it as you will.
Why me?
You know our friends even better than I do. Give it to whoever you think it'll suit best.
What is it though?
More importantly, I didn't go there looking for treasure. Not really. Legends about the Saints abound. It's hard to tell fact from fiction. I like to confirm whatever I can with my own eyes to find the truth in those legends.
What did you find out?
Not a thing.
Nice.
We didn't find anything concrete to prove that Saint Macuil had been there. We can't say for certain that the treasure we found was Macuil's either. I do wish we could have spoken to that wind caller a bit more.
Could it have been the Saint?
Unlikely. Macuil lived thousands of years ago. And I've never heard anything about the Saints being monsters like that.
Well, I have, funnily enough.
Wait a minute. Could the wind caller have anything to do with the Immaculate One?
No.
The Immaculate One is a monster sent by the goddess. Could the Windcaller be... Where was it that I heard that stuff about them having been sent by the goddess? Maybe I'm too tired. My head is heavy. I can't think straight anymore. Let's call it a day for now. I've got plenty of time to think this over.
Okay, Claude, very cool.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
There is one note. Yes, please. I have the concerns about allowing a young woman still on the cusp of adulthood to spend time with members of the opposite sex. What are your thoughts? She will resent you if you interfere too much. Nah, I didn't think you'd be happy with that. Oh well. That's free time over, baby. Claude. What me and Claude doing? What the boys doing?
Oh, hey there. What are you doing up at this hour?
I could ask you the same question.
My brain's just busy. Thoughts keep going around and around in there, and meanwhile my eyes are wide open. At times like this, I like to gaze up at the stars to clear my head. I've been that way since I was a kid. Looking up at the big starry sky makes my dreams feel small, which makes it feel like I can actually make them come true. I didn't believe in gods when I was a kid. Maybe that's because the night sky took their place for me. Hey, Teach. Will you talk with me a while?
Okay.
I bet you figured this out, but I wasn't born in Fodlan. Where I come from, the people of Fodlan are looked down on as cowards. Technically, that cowardice runs in my veins. On my mother's side, anyway. That's why the people who were around me when I was growing up thought of me as an outsider. But I don't believe the people of Fodlan are cowards. That kind of perspective is just based on ignorance. The person from Fodlan who I know best is my mother. She fell in love with a man from the wrong side of the border and had the guts to leave home to pursue that love. I always threw that in the faces of anyone who tried to make a fool of me. My mother is proof the people of Fodlan aren't all cowards. Just saying that doesn't achieve anything, though. I need to destroy the prejudices that have taken root in my homeland. That's why I came here, to see Fodlan with my own eyes. I thought I might be able to find a new perspective that could help me change things. And what did I find? That the people here view anyone who's an outsider as a beast of sorts. I was shocked. Even though our cultures and beliefs are completely different, our two lands have that much in common. That's when I realized the only way to change things is to bring the whole world together and start anew. That's the dream I've been working towards since I first entered the Officers Academy 5 years ago. To unify the Alliance, and then all of Fodlan, and to bring a new set of values to this new land of mine. After that, I'd expand that vision to the rest of the world, break down the walls, and let a new perspective come rushing in. Start all over. Do you think that's just a crazy pipe dream, or a brilliant ambition?
Sounds good to me. I mean, can you rise to the challenge of that ambition?
Not too long ago, I would have said it was too much for me to accomplish on my own. But that's not how I feel anymore. And that's because I have you on my side now. Lately, I've spent a lot of time thinking about how I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You and me, Teach. We can go anywhere. Do anything. I hope that you always walk in step with me. At least, until the day comes when we can look out at the peaceful world we've built. Together.
You say so, Claude. I wonder if we'll ever get any other continent's name dropped to us. We probably have, and I just missed it completely. Yeah, I think we'll conduct a seminar on faith, please. So, Marianne, if you would... Wait, does Marianne not do faith? Alright, well, let's get Marianne to do it anyway. See what happens. Hello. Oh, here we go. Flying is S, and there's S+. There's literally S+. It goes even further beyond.
Gronder Field should be around here, right? But it's so foggy. Even if there were enemies here, we'd never know it. I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the ability to see the enemy's formation...
Our enemies are subject to the same conditions. We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. It's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen.
Let's try to stay calm. That's not what I wanted to
We did
hear.
everything we could to prepare. If we lose despite that, then we'll just have to accept it as fate and retreat. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach, now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory.
Okay.
Departing from the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Alliance army marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial Capital. As an unknown military force begins their advance under the banner of the Kingdom, the Imperial Army dispatches forces from Fort Mercius with the intention of intercepting them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
That looks like Dimitri to me, dog.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
Dimitri, he's alive. But he doesn't look interested in joining forces with us.
No.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
Alright, Chadleth, I think we need you to go after Dimitri. Maybe we can talk him into joining us? I honestly have no idea. Hey, Petra. And Bernadetta. Didn't we start over here? No, we didn't. Oh well, let's just win games. Alright, come on, Byleth. You know what to do, buddy. Silver Sword it.
I knew when next we met, one of our paths would have to come to an end. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever.
Uh-huh, about that. Oh, I didn't get a crit, oh well. Hey, watch this. Yeah, what was that? About journey ending?
Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Even in an ugly battle like this, it's important not to lose heart. We have to take pride in our victory. We did it, Teach. Now we can move forward to our victory.
Okay, who got MVP? Come on, it didn't really feel like Byleth was MVP, I'll be honest.
So, Edelgard retreated. I suppose she lives to be defeated another day.
It was close.
Too close. But I suppose all that matters is that we won. Some of our allies are injured but can still fight. We'll just have to accept this outcome and press onward. Still, the battlefield looks awful. And I wonder what became of the Kingdom Army. And Dimitri.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Who? Dimitri?
You couldn't have.
He was completely different from how I remember him. He looked like a crazed demon while he was fighting. He pursued Edelgard as she retreated, but he didn't get far before he collapsed.
Okay.
I saw him surrounded by Imperial troops and pierced by their spears. I'll never forget it. He deserved a better end.
Oh.
Dimitri. He went through so much to make it here, only for his efforts to be in vain.
I can't even begin to understand what Dimitri must have been feeling, but there must have been some other way. Why did he have to go like that?
And his vassal, Dedu. And did he fall as well?
I don't know.
Oh.
Your Highness. Your ambitions are my own now. I will bring you Edelgard's head. I swear it!
Really, that's how Dimitri goes out. Fair enough.
Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
Lysithea, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping?
That's understandable.
Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle. If you're having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual? Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
What was it?
Yeah.
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them?
I did, yeah. Yeah, the ones wearing masks.
That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before. It was a long time ago. House Ardelia was involved in a rebellion that took place within the Empire 13 years ago. After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ardelia. Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Drestian Empire.
Are they kingdom mages?
No. I got the impression that they were from somewhere else. Somewhere completely separate from Fodlan.
Wait, what?
There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them. Blood experiments.
Lysithea, you can't mean... even you?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures. They all died. And even I... It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Okay.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach?
It does. The incident with Flane.
Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flane and extracted her blood 5 years ago. The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Kranya. So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now. Lysithea, thank you for sharing all of that with us. One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial Capital. Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale. Our stamina has limits. The longer we fight, the harder the fight will become. It will take immense effort to secure the supplies and soldiers we need to prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
Damn.
I shall accompany you to the very end. After all, someone must step up to take leadership should you fall.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this. Besides, I have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
I'm not going anywhere. Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same.
The Knights of Seros are prepared to keep fighting the Empire until we rescue Lady Rhea.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end? And what about you, Marianne? What will you do? I'll fight too.
Hell yeah.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too, until the bitter end.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach?
I'd expect nothing less from my students.
Hey now, when you put it that way, it almost sounds like you're just praising yourself.
Maybe.
All right. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while. I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
Yeah, the last battle was tough, I'll give him that.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this? Lord Holst come here? That would be a most reassuring development.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Their logic is sound, though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send him my regards.